Welcome. Today we are going to get into a comparison video of the original Mask and Machetes that we have and the new one that just recently was released. So the biggest thing is obviously the boxes look different, and this box came with stickers. So we're just going to get that out of the way so that we have more room to work with here. I did do a in-depth unboxing, so if you want to see that, go head over there. I will link that in the description at the end of the video. So let's open these bad boys up and look at the comparison. Before we do that, I do want to show you the back real quick. It's just plain, and this one has artwork all the way around. I like both. I like both designs. I really don't have any complaints there. The boxes do feel similar, but the new one feels thicker. I'm not sure if that's just me, but the new one does feel a lot thicker. So when you open up the old one, you have an actual graveyard. That is how the game is supposed to be played. You're supposed to throw cards into the graveyard. When you open up this one, it has tons of artwork. And if you look, now that I'm seeing them, it does look bigger. And the cardboard looks the same, but it does feel thicker. Maybe it's just better quality. Another difference that you might not be able to see on camera is this one's a lot heavier because it has shot glasses in it, and this doesn't. So that is kind of a thing, especially like if you're, planning on going through an airport or something and you're going to be weighing your bags. That's something to keep in consideration too. This is a lot heavier. And to travel, I would need to wrap these in bubble wrap or something. I don't like that this set did not come with inserts that kept these from clinking together. I do not like that. And I'm just going to say this from the get-go here, get it out of the way. You're going to hear me hating and dissing on this one a lot, and I truly am sorry if that offends anybody. This is a comparison video, and this had a lot of flaws. A lot of things were fixed. I love both games, and I still play both games, so I don't want anyone to take it personal that I'm personally shitting on this. I'm not. I'm just strictly reviewing and giving my pluses and minuses because that's what's important when you're reviewing something. So the original one, let's start with the glasses first. They do have like a sticker on here, so I feel like these are not dishwasher safe at all. They are thick and they are really nice. They feel good in your hand, like to hold them. I like that they're square, but like I had already said, I don't like that there was no like insert like to keep them from clinking and stuff. So I do not like that. The shot glasses are very nice, and this one does not come with shot glasses. It comes with cozies, and I feel like we'll actually get more use out of these. I have tested them. They do sit flat. They work really good, and they're really thick, you guys. So you're not going to have to worry about your drink sweating and getting all over your table or the cards or anything like that. Next, let's go into the dice bags. This dice bag's quite bigger. They're both plain. They don't have any decals or anything on them. They both feel like the same quality. These dice have a silver metallic marble effect, and they are square. That's important because these ones are not. These ones also have a marble effect, but they're also translucent, and they are rounded. So if you have a preference on square or rounded dice, that's something to take note of. I actually prefer the rounded ones. They roll better than the square ones, but it is what it is. Next, we have the cards. This one actually comes with a card bag, and I'm not going to take all the cards out. I'm just going to take a few so I can show you. Maybe I might need a little bit more because I'm going to shuffle these for you guys so you can see what I am talking about. Look at the difference in these. It is truly crazy. You can see the gloss on these. And these have like a matte finish. But they are like super glossy, but you can't really see that. Whereas these have like someone like made them at home. I don't mean that offensively, but look at the shade differences. And yeah, it just feels like it was made at home or something. You can just tell. The other issue is that they're not all the same size, if you can see that, and I am pushing them flat here. They're not all the same size. That makes it really hard to shuffle. And I'm going to shuffle for you guys really quick. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Because these are extremely hard to shuffle. Mostly because they are square and they have really sharp points. Like, you can actually, like, poke someone's eye out with that. Yeah, it's just a hot mess. It's so hard to shuffle. The only way that I've found to shuffle these is just like this, which I know that some people will claim that that's not true shuffling. You know, it is what it is. We're not playing for money, so whatever. These cards are not like that. They are much more flexible, and they actually do shuffle. The other thing that I noticed that I really, really like about the new cards is the writing is so much bigger. Like, even on camera, can you imagine if you're not sober? I can't even read that sober. Can you imagine being like drunk trying to read that? I guess if you play the cards enough, you probably would have a lot of them memorized. But for me personally, like, I have to strain to read that. I can't read it. And every time we're playing, we're like having to hold the card up really close to try to read it. It was just not an enjoyable experience. But these seem to be much bigger, and so does this writing here, and I really like that. So these cards are very nice. They're rounded. They're more flexible. They're made higher quality, I feel like, personally. And this set also comes with tools, which our old set did, I'm sorry, weapons, which our old set did not have. They are a different shade. These are green, these are blue, and they are weapons. So they add a little bit of more spice to your game. I am super excited to try these out. I feel like this adds so much more fun to the game. That being said, both versions are a great game, and I'm not dissing on it by any means, but I would highly advise not buying this, and I would highly advise buying this one. This one is like, you can tell a lot of work went into this, and a lot of thought and, you know, marketing and like customer reviews went into like making this product. Versus this, I kind of feel like someone who would make cards like this maybe isn't someone who plays cards a lot, because this is really hard to shuffle, and they're really pointy, and they're already getting damaged, and we've only played a couple times just because it's pointed and it's starting to separate. The cardboard starting to separate on the corners. But the artwork is amazing in both of them, and the whole concept of the game is really cool. You can play many, many different ways. And overall, it's a really good game. We're planning on doing some more live streams and a how-to video, so stay tuned to all of that. If you have any other questions, I'm trying to think of anything else that might be different. I don't think of anything. The cards are so much better. I cannot tell you, like, especially as someone who enjoys playing this, like, thank you for fixing the cards. It is amazing. So much better. And then, like I said in the other video, I think I've said this a few times, the only complaint I have is that there was no rule book in either one of these. And there was no rule book, like, printed on the boxes. We had to print out our own rule book, which doesn't fit in the box unless we fold it up. And it's kind of a lot to go through and, like, go back and forth, because it's hard to, like, turn these pages once they've been folded. So that part kind of sucks, but it works. It just sucks when we're playing with new people who haven't played before, because we're trying to explain it to them and they're like, wait, what? I don't understand. And it's just hard to explain to them and hard for them to look back and read it. But overall, I plan to keep both. We plan to keep both, as far as I know. Not really sure what to do with these old cards. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And like always, thanks for watching. I have a couple videos down here for you to choose from if you like Masks and Machetes and want to see more.